5:35 years ago, fly the Atlantic.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Johnny, we've spoke about this before. Does money actually exist? Money, Johnny? Nah, money's just all made up. It doesn't really exist, especially if digital currency comes in and governments no longer actually print the bloody stuff. Then it'll all just exist in computers. Jesus Christ! Yeah, and if there was a bloody solar flare or a fucking nuclear war, and then all the computer systems and electronic banking systems went down, your money that you had in there, it just doesn't exist. It wouldn't be anywhere. That's why if you get your money out in cash, you can bury it under the bloody lemon tree if you wanna. Or what about the share market, Johnny? Surely money exists in the share market. Yeah, the share market. Yeah, well, it was set up by wealthy people just to make wealthy people wealthier without actually producing anything. What do you mean? Yeah, they don't produce anything. It's just a way of shuffling money around, laundering money, if you like, just moving it from one spot to another. What do you mean? Otherwise known as a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme? Are you bloody kidding me? Yeah, a Ponzi scheme. I mean, we've got this video here, Johnny, I found in me bloody overnight research. Have a look at this.
Most finance professionals have no idea where profits from stocks come from. They just assume it gets magically generated from the complexities of the market. The myth is, profits from stocks are generated from the earnings and growth of the underlying companies. And when a company makes money, they share the profits with their investors. But in practice, most public companies never pay dividends on their stocks. And when they make money, which can be millions or even billions, they keep everything.
Johnny, you just can't bloody make money out of no fucking money.
But in a situation where investors' profits are strictly dependent on money from other investors, investors can make or lose money regardless of whether the company they invested in is making or losing money. In reality, the stock market is a massive system that shuffles money between investors. It is a system where current investors' profits are directly dependent on the inflow of money from new investors. And such a system is also known as a Ponzi scheme.
Right, yeah.
But if the stock market is a giant Ponzi scheme, and it's as obvious as tracing the cash flow of a typical stock transaction, then why is it legal?
Jesus Christ, it's a bloody rort. So whether they admit it or not, Johnny, it's really just a bloody legal way of fucking making money out of nothing.
If stocks are Ponzi assets, why are finance professionals allowed to sell them to investors? And why are there so many university classes and textbooks on stock analysis, but not one of them mentions the existence of this Ponzi factor? Finance professionals do not see the stock market as a Ponzi scheme because they believe in several fallacies. These are ideas that people assume are true because they heard it from someone else. But the credibility for these ideas come from repetition, tradition, and people who recite it, rather than proof, logic, or facts.
Now, I don't really give a fuck if it's there or not, Johnny, but the thing is, you've got wealthy people investing, so they say, in the stock exchange, and making bloody money up and down and all that sort of shit, and getting all worried about this and bloody excited about that. Right, yes, of course. When out in the real world, there's people who rely on this so-called fucking money to actually live.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The idea that the stock market is a giant Ponzi scheme isn't new. As repulsive as this idea is to finance professionals, it's not an idea they can properly deny or refute. They cannot explain how investors can make money without taking it from other investors, or shed any light on how much money the investment finance industry has lost for investors over the years. The typical way finance professionals defend the Ponzi factor accusation is by bringing up hypothetical scenarios, such as what a company can or might do in the future.
It's a fascinating subject.
All the investors that are involved, which includes the last investors holding $30 trillion of imaginary money that doesn't exist.
May well you laugh, Johnny, you fucking idiot.